Hello to everyone. Myself Habibur Rahman, Assistant Professor of Business Administration, Islamic College Autonomous, Wanembadi. Guys, today I would like to focus very important concept of our subject, Human Resource Management. That is topic 1, scope of HRM, topic 2, duties and responsibilities of HRM, or we can say HR manager. Let's highlight very important topic, scope of HRM. The scope of HRM are human resource planning, job analysis, recruitment and selection, induction, training and development, performance appraisal, compensation management, motivation, health, welfare and safety, industrial relations. So let's see what is HR planning. It is the process of identifying current and future human resource requirements of an organization. It bridges the gap between current human resource availability and future demand. Yes, guys, HR planning is very important. In every department, we have to see that whether shortage of employees are there or surplus of employees are there. There should not be any shortage of employees in any department. There should not be any surplus of employees in any department. There must be right person at the right place at the right department also, we can say. So HR planning plays very important role in human resource management. Being a HR manager, you have to focus on HR planning. Next, point number 2 speaks about job analysis. Job analysis is a systematic process of collecting complete information about a job. The organization determines the nature of jobs, duties, and responsibilities. Yes, guys, you have to analyze the job. What kind of job is, what will be the qualification of candidate, suitable person you need to select for the right job. This is your duty. Being a HR manager, you need to analyze the job first. Okay, for example, in account department, account manager leave the organization means you need to select another accountant only. You cannot select scientist or a doctor for accounting post. This is common sense, guys. So job analysis has to be done clearly by the HR manager. Point number 3, recruitment and selection. Based on analysis, the firm plans for recruitment and selection. Recruitment refers to encouraging potential candidates to apply for jobs. Selection refers to selecting right candidate to the right job. Yes, recruitment means asking, or we can say encouraging the suitable candidates to apply for the job. Recruitment means you are giving an advertisement of vacancies. You might have seen so many advertisement of job vacancies: wanted marketing manager, wanted salesman, wanted HR manager, wanted finance manager. So this is called as an advertising. So this is one of the process of recruitment. Selection means here you are selecting the employees for the organization. There will be lots of candidates for the interview. You need to select best candidate among all. Point number 4 is induction. After selection of employees, they are inducted into the company. In the induction program, employees are informed about the history of the organization, its value, culture, ethics, role, responsibilities, and career growth path. Yes, induction means after selecting the employees, you are telling brief history about the company, promotion, transfer, personality development, career growth, everything you will tell to employees what our organization is, what is the objective of the company, what is the mission of the company, what is the vision of the company. You are telling a brief story, a brief history also, we can say. Okay, and next point speaks about training and development. Employee need to be trained to improve their skills and abilities. The HR department identifies the training needs of employees and designs suitable training program. Development program will be given to existing employees for development purpose. Yes, guys, training program will be given to new employees, newly joined employees in the organization, whereas development program can be given those who are already working, we can say existing employees of the organization. Always development must be there, guys. Even in technology or human resources, we have to develop update ourselves. We can even say upgrade ourselves. Next point, performance appraisal. It is conducted to assess performance of employees. It serves as the basis for increments, promotions, transfers and demotions, etc. Whatever the employees are, we can easily identify by seeing his performance, job performance, we can say. Okay, whether we need to give increments to him or not, whether we have to give promotions or not, whether we need to transfer him or not, whether we need to give demotions or whatever it may be, we can easily identify by seeing his performance. Next point, compensation management. The HR department designs the compensation structure benefits. It has to decide the basis and incentives to be provided to employees at different levels. Yes, guys, you need to pay right salary. Compensation must be perfect in any organization. Point number 8, motivation. Employees have to be motivated to improve performance and productivity. The HR department has to design performance incentives and rewards to motivate employees. Okay, so you need to motivate the employees towards the job, towards the organizational goals. Then only he can work properly, or else he will say one or the other, another excuses, and he will always keep away from the actual work. So that is what, guys, you have to always motivate the employees in the positive manner. So motivation, again, positive is there, negative is there. You should not give any negative motivations to him. You should not punish simply for simply any task. Okay, you have to always motivate him. Whether he does right or wrong, you have to always encourage him to do the positive things only. Or you need to advise him to avoid doing wrong activities. And next point, health, welfare and safety. Health, welfare and safety of employees is an important responsibility of the HR department. The government has legislation to ensure health, welfare and safety of employees in the organization. Yes, guys, health, welfare and safety benefits of employees are prior important, we can say, in any organization. You have to always take care about health of the employees. You have to always take care about welfare, that is non-monetary benefits of the employees. You always take care of safetiness of the employees and so on. And last point, industrial relations. Sound industrial relations between management and workers are essential for success of an organization. Poor industrial relations results in strikes, lockouts, damage of fixed assets, in etc. In every organization, a sound relationship between management and workers is essential task. It leads to industrial peace and harmony. Yes, guys, in any organization, if the relationship between the management and workers are perfect, means definitely that organization will accomplish its objectives accordingly on time. If there is no sound relationship, if there is no good relationship between managers or employees or management or employees, then the achievement of objectives is not very easy task for that particular organization. Okay, guys, next topic is duties and responsibilities of human resource manager. Important duties of human resource manager is recruitment and selection, training and development, compensation, benefits, employees relations. Let's see what recruitment and selection speaks about. The recruitment and selection of the candidate is important duties and responsibilities of a HR manager. The term recruitment refers to asking the right candidate to apply for the job. The term selection refers to selecting the right candidate to the right job. Yes, I already told you that recruitment is very important process. You are telling the candidates to apply for the job, okay, what your organization requires, what is the qualification you need, what in which department, what will be the salary, everything. So selecting here refers to selecting the right candidate for the right job. It is very important duties of any HR manager in the organization. Next, training and development. The HR manager needs to understand the requirements of training program to the new employees of the organization. The HR manager needs to focus on development program of the existing employees of the organization. So being a HR manager, your duty not only recruiting or selecting the employees, you should always focus on employees training and employees development program also. Next, compensation. The HR manager needs to provide fair compensation to the employees of the organization. Yes, guys, you have to pay perfect salary, correct salary, right salary for the right position. Benefits. The HR manager needs to provide certain benefits to the employees of the organization. Benefits are like profit sharing, insurance, provident fund, we can say PF, pension, etc. Yes, both monetary benefits and non-monetary benefits plays very important role to the employees of the organization. Being a HR manager, your duty is take caring of employees benefits also. And last point is again the same thing, employee relation. It is the duty of HR manager to focus on employee and management relationships. He is also responsible for discipline, other rules and regulations regarding employee management process. Yes, guys, again, I would like to say the same point that management and employees relation must be sound, good, perfect. If there is no proper relationship between management and employees, then there will be again same point I want to repeat, strikes, lockouts, fights, lots of problems will be there. The organizational goals or aims cannot be achieved easily. So thank you guys, and next topic we'll discuss in next class. Wish you all the best.